training program of onboarding of exhibitors. This is pertaining to our virtual Indian hand-woven and home textile sourcing fair, focusing on the buyers from Japan. The event to be held on, starting from 8th of February. It will run for 3 days, 8th, 9th, and 10th. So for this training session, we have with us today our Executive Director, Mr. Sridhar, who will be just shortly giving his welcome address, and then we have from our event management company, Mr. Pradeep, who will be making a presentation about the virtual platform and how to navigate the when you are on during the event time, and also how to get onto the virtual meeting. So this kind of features we will be demonstrating during the demonstration process. After that, we'll have a question and answer session, maybe for about 10 minutes time. So I request all of you to stay muted. So there will be a question and answer session. That time you can raise your whatever the doubts you have. Okay, till such time, I kindly request all of you to stay muted except for the speaker. So with these few words, now I request our Executive Director, Mr. Sridhar sir, to say a few words and welcome the participants.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Rangasamy. Good afternoon, dear exporters. And probably we are all meeting after say 7-8 months. We plan to have a lot of physical fairs to happen in the month of December, January, and February. But unfortunately, because of the rise in COVID cases all over the world, many of the international fairs has got cancelled. So the virtual fair is certainly going to be helpful for us, and it's going to give us a helping hand to sustain our presence in the export market. And I think all the exporters might be aware, we are also setting the circulars regarding the recent government of India set up the target of $400 billion export from India to all the international countries, out of which 44 billion is set for the textile. So, and all EPCs, export promotion councils, are discussing with the members and taking up various product profiles with the consulate general officials for promoting the product. So similarly, we from Htpc, we are in regular discussion with many consulate general officials in Europe, in USA, Japan, Germany, in many countries, to promote our product, to get in touch with many foreign buyers. So that will also be circulated to our members shortly in due course of time. Maybe, and it will also help them to attend the virtual fair to get a better response with our member products. So, and you might be knowing Mr. Pradeep, CBP Technologies. He is with us for more than a year, who is coordinating for the virtual fair, and successfully he is coordinating with every exporters. He is in regular touch and giving all, providing all necessary assistance and guidance towards the virtual platform. I also invite Mr. Pradeep to this virtual training session. And, yeah, and I request all the exporters to kindly make a note of the points suggested by Mr. Pradeep, and you can get all your doubts clarified. So I am sure that this program will be of grand success. And also we have organized the translator for the Japanese buyers. So that will be of another one helpful exercise what we are doing, so that our members can attend better the product requirement from the Japanese customers. So I wish all the members to stay tuned and take a note on the points, and you can get all the points clarified at the end of the session. I wish you all success in this Japan virtual fair. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Adding to our EDSA's view, there is one more point we'd like to add. We have hired the services of Japan India Industry Promotion Association based out of Tokyo. In fact, he is the organizer for India Trend Fair in Tokyo every year. So with his abundant contacts and the kind of marketing thing, hopefully we are going to have a successful event, and we are expecting all these B2B kind of prefixed meeting schedule maybe in a day or two. Once that information is shared, we'll be sending to the individual exhibitors. And so with that few words, now I request Mr. Pradeep to straight away go into the demonstration, of our virtual platform and features and everything.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hi, this is Pradeep. We have spoken. I've spoken to each and every one of you. I've seen, most of you, but some of you, this is the first time I'm seeing you. So very glad to see you all. Welcome to this, virtual, demo. So what we're going to see is today we are going to look at it from an exhibitor perspective, right? I mean, you as a participant, as an exhibitor, what are all the features that you need to be aware of to successfully participate in this event? Okay, so let me start sharing my screen, and then we will carry on. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, so I've started sharing my screen. Please let me know if everyone can see my screen. Sir, I hope everyone can see my screen, sir.
Yeah, please
okay,
go ahead.
Great, sir, great, fantastic. Okay, all right. So the first thing is you would have all probably received, or you will shortly receive an email with 2 login credentials. Okay, the first one will be the login credentials to the prefixed meeting. Okay, so there will be a prefixed meeting username and a password. And then there will also be a virtual platform username and a password. And that email will also have the step-by-step detailed instructions, on attending this fair. Okay. So as soon as you receive that email, the first thing you will notice is that username and password that you will have to log in to this, in Chrome. Okay. So the first thing is you open Google Chrome. Okay. Let me just open it. We'll just go right from the beginning. Okay. So I will open Google Chrome, and then what I will do is I'll just go to google.com. Okay. And then if you see, I will see a sign in button. In case you don't see a sign in button, you will see like an icon. If you click on that icon, you will see sign out. Okay. You can click on that. So let's say, for example, this one right here, right? If I click on this, it will see a sign out of all accounts. You can click this one also. Okay. So once you're done with this, then you will come to the sign in button. Okay. So here you can sign in using your prefixed meeting username and password. Okay. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so as you can see, I have logged in. Okay, and if I just hover my mouse around over there, I will see the ID that I've logged in with. The domain will be at ihhsfair.com. Okay, so once I'm done with that, in that same browser, please open the URL. Okay, the link to the fair that will also be given to you over the email. All you have to do is just open that link in the same browser. Okay, once you have opened, you can log in with the virtual platform username and password. Okay, so again, just to just to repeat, so the first thing is you log in to go Google with your prefixed meeting username and password. Once you're done with that, in the same browser, you open the link to the platform, and then you log in with your virtual platform username and password. Okay, this is the first step. So once you're done with this here, you can just you'll see a lot of this will be a dashboard. Okay, so the dashboard will have a lot of features such as stall visitors. Any person that is coming to your stall, you will get notified here. You will have a notification here. You will also get a notification at the top, this bell icon. You will also get a notification if anybody is coming to your stall. On top of this, you will also receive an SMS. Some of you have already told me that, asked me why you're receiving the SMS. So it's because, we were testing. And if somebody visits your stall, you will also get an SMS also. Okay. And this section is a requested catalog section, wherein if some buyer wants to get your catalog, they cannot download it simply, right? I mean, we understand that, each one of you would have put in your sweat and blood to, come up with these ideas and then create these catalogs. We don't want somebody, just coming down and then, just downloading these catalogs and going, right? So if they want it, if they are a serious buyer, they will obviously come to you. Right. So there is a request catalog button, which the buyer will have. They will submit a request and then it will come to you. Okay, you will see the name of the company, everything, all the details here, and then you can reach out to that buyer directly and then share the catalog. Okay. If there are any meeting requests, this will come here, and then this is the today's activity. If there are any activities, they'll come there. This is the main dashboard. Okay, and then you will see a lot of items at the bottom here, the footer. The main thing is the stall view. Okay, you can just come to the stall, and this is a demo stall that we have. Okay, this is the Htpc stall. So this is how each one of your stalls will look. We don't want to go into any individual stall, so that is why we have a Htpc stall, and we are using it for demo purpose. Okay, so as you can see, this is how your stall. I mean, this or some other designs will also be there. So it depends on which design we have chosen for your stall. You will have a stall like this, and then there are various sections in a virtual stall, as you can see. The first section is the social media section here, wherein your website, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or YouTube, WhatsApp, everything is connected here. All the buyer has to do is just click on this, and then it will be linked. Okay, let's say for example, if I'm just clicking on the website, it goes to Htpc website, right? And then this is the Facebook page of Htpc. Okay, so like this, it'll all be linked here. Okay, if somebody wants to connect you through WhatsApp, they can also do that. They can just click on WhatsApp, and then as you can see, this is the number of the exhibitor. So this will be your number here, and if they just say open WhatsApp, their WhatsApp will be connected, meaning their cell phone and your cell phone will be connected. So even after the fair gets over, you two can have a conversation, keep the conversation going. Okay, so this is the section on the left side. Now this is the main section wherein your product catalog, your contact info, your company video. If you can, so over the past several days, myself, my team, we've been reaching out to you to get the catalogs, right? Your company catalogs, your your product profiles, gallery images, so on and so forth, right? So that is all for this only. Okay. You remember I had mentioned, or myself and my team would have mentioned you that we need images to put on your stall walls. Well, these are some of the images that we have put for this stall. So similarly, we would have done it for your stall as well. Okay, so the first thing is the products. Let's go into the products. Okay. By the way, when we are done with this, we would give access to you also. You will have like an exclusive preview maybe after this meeting. You will activate it, and then you all will be able to log in and then go to your stalls and then take a look at it also. We'll come to that in a bit. But as you can see, this is the product page, and if somebody wants to view that, they will just go there and then click on that PDF, and then that will open the product catalogs, right? So this is something that we created for Htpc exclusively, wherein we are just putting all the various products from the different parts of India, the GI tag products. So like this, we have created it for every state. Okay, so like this, you would have your product catalog. As you know, this is just one we have put here. You can put like 2, 3, 4 more catalogs also. And the next one is the contact information, wherein your contact information will be listed, basically your contact number, address, so on and so forth. If the buyer wants, they can just click on this download button, and then they can just take it as a visiting card for them. They can reach out to you anytime they want. Just one more point in this products catalog, that I can show you if I'm logged in as a visitor. We'll come back to that in a bit. Okay. For the visitor, there will be a briefcase button here. Okay. If the visitor clicks on that, this will get added to the briefcase, and from there they can request the catalog. Okay. Anyway, that's out of scope for this discussion for now. So now this is the company video. Okay, you remember, I was speaking with you, and our team would have also spoken with you, saying that, we need to make a company video talking about our products, and what facilities we have in our company and all that, right? So that sort of information will go in this video. So that will come here, and then we will just put that video here. Okay.
Welcome to the
so that video will go here. Okay. So those of you who have video, great. If not, if you get a chance, you can do it, or if not, we can try and get it for the next fair. Okay. And this is the company profile. So here we will give the company profile of the company. When the company started, what we have been doing as a company, what are the niche products that we're manufacturing, what are the product lines we do, and which countries we export to, that sort of information. What are the awards we have got? What are the certifications we have got? So all that information will actually go in the company profile. Okay, and yeah, all of you have submitted your company profile, and this is just a sample one that we have added here, but your company profile has already been uploaded to your respective stalls. Okay, and this is the gallery section. You remember we were asking for like a few product images to put on the gallery. So this is that. Okay, so anyone coming to this, the buyer can just come and take a look at maybe like a few like products, right? I mean, if you, let's say you manufacture various product lines like table linen, bed linen, bath linen, kitchen linen. Okay, so maybe you can put just a few pictures from each of these verticals, and then that should be good. So the buyer who comes, they would know, okay, so these are all the various products that are available. We can also put a video also here, so that's also possible. As you can see, the gallery can have a video also. Okay, so this is the other section. Okay, now coming to the prefix meetings, and also there's also one other thing. If you see, there is a live stall visitors at the top here. It will say who is at the stall. So this is my my colleague who's in the stall right now. Okay, and so this is the prefix meeting section. Okay, so what you can do is you can just come here and then click on the prefix meetings. Okay, and then it will open the prefix meeting in a separate window. And you see when it says this, please do not click on dismiss. Always click on allow. Okay, because the meeting has to use your microphone and camera, and for that you have to click on allow. Okay, once you click on allow, you will see it. But just in case you have clicked on just in case you have clicked on dismiss, you can always go back here, click on this lock button, and then change your settings here. Okay, and if you have any questions, don't worry about it. Even after this meeting, we will be like speaking with you, so you can call us anytime you have any questions. Okay, and then you see here, you can just click on join now. If you look at the top right corner, you will see the ID, your prefixed meeting username will be here. Okay, all you have to do is just click on join now. Okay, and then you will be there. Now I will request my colleague Gayatri to actually come in as a visitor, so we can give a live demo. Hey Gayatri, could you please come? Okay, there you go. So Gayatri has come. As you can see, all I have to do is just click on admit. Okay, and all you have to do is just click on admit, and then that's it. Hey Gayatri, how's it going?
Hi.
Hey, thanks.
Hi.
Hey, all right, see you in a bit. Yeah, thanks. So this is the thing. Okay, so as you can see, she is a visitor who came in, and then I just allowed, right? And then after she is gone, all I have to do is just turn off my camera and my microphone, and then go back to what I was doing. Okay, if anybody comes, you will hear a ping, you will hear a pop, and then all you have to do is just come on, click on admit again, and then enable your camera back, and then enable your microphone, so you can speak with them. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, so let me just go out of this. And now there is a well, just to recap, so all you have to do is just come to your stall, click on the prefix meeting. Okay, and then it will open a new window. You just ensure that you have the correct ID here, and then you click on join now. Okay, you click on join now. After you have clicked on join now, you will be in the meeting. Okay, and if a visitor comes, you can just admit that person and then go about it. Okay, now actually I request Gayatri to come again as a visitor in the prefix meeting itself again, once again. Okay, so there you go. So Gayatri has come. Now let's say she is the buyer. Okay, now she is the buyer. We also have another thing called as the interpreter, correct? Because we are with the Japanese buyers, so we want somebody to translate that, interpret it for us also, correct? So now I have another a colleague of mine, Revati. She will be joining as an interpreter now. Okay, hey Revati, could you please come in as an interpreter? There you go. So Revati has come in. Okay, you see, again, I, as the exhibitor, have the privilege to admit or deny. Okay, so now I'm going to admit. Okay. And then Gayatri would also come, right? And then she would be the interpreter. Hey guys, hey Revati. So she would be the interpreter. Okay. So now I have the buyer as well as the interpreter. Okay. Now we can just carry on with the conversation. And then once it's all done, we can end it. Thank you, Revati.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks. See you, Gayatri. Thank you. We'll see in, we'll meet you again in a bit in the instant meeting. Yeah. Okay. See you. So that's about it, right? So the buyer has come, the interpreter has also come. Now we have a conversation, the three of us, and then when they are done, they can leave. You can also leave, or you can choose to stay on. And anyway, in advance we would have shared the the meeting schedule with you, right? Because we would have told you, right, the meeting starts at this time, and then this is the buyer. So at that time, like 5-10 minutes in advance, please ensure to be logged in. So when the buyer comes in, you can just click on admit and then carry on with the conversation. Okay. Now let me go out of this. There is also another, facility that we have. It's called as the instant meeting. Down below, you see. So this is when, somebody just walks in, right? It's like a walk-in customer who wants to have an instant meeting. If somebody gives a request, you will see it at the bottom here. Okay. So I will just confirm. Okay, again, I have to allow. I think okay, 1 second. Gayatri come. Okay, she is submitted it now. You just click on confirm. Okay, and then that's about it. I have already allowed, right? Hey, Gayatri. Thank you. Cheers. So that's about it, right? So that's like the instant meeting. If somebody wants to, like a walk-in customer who wants to just have a quick video meeting, they can use this one also, or they can use this one also. It's just an extra feature that we have. Okay. And every time somebody comes in, you will get a notification. You see, you'll get all the notifications here. Okay. Everything will be there in the bell icon. And if somebody is in your stall, you will see it in your live visitors also. Okay, so this is about it. I'll just give a quick recap before we go into the next piece of how to attend the prefix meetings. Okay, and then after that, I will just show a quick 2-minute walkthrough of what a buyer will experience. Okay, so I'll just come from the beginning once again. Again, don't worry about it. We'll be speaking with you also. If you have any questions, you can ask us now, and you can ask us individually also. So there is absolutely no problem. We'll be there with you every step of the way. Okay. So the first thing.
Pradeep, hi, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
I'm sorry. This is Nisha here. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Hello, ma'am.
I just wanted to know. I'm good. Thank you so much. I just wanted to know, how do you admit the moderator or the translator? Sorry. How do you? How do I know who's the translator and how do I admit her?
Yeah, we will share you the the person's name, ma'am, ahead of time, and whenever you have a meeting with the Japanese buyers, especially, you will also have an interpreter. We will give you the name of the interpreter also, just so you know who is coming in, and then you can just admit them.
So she herself will come in the meeting, or I need to
no. It will all be coordinated for you, ma'am. So let's say there is a meeting at let's say 4 p.m. India time. You have a meeting with a Japanese buyer. Okay. So at that time, at 4 p.m., the buyer, even before the buyer, the interpreter will be available with you. Right. So you and the interpreter will be waiting for the buyer. Or in case, let's say there could be scenarios wherein the interpreter is still finishing up an earlier meeting. So then let's say the buyer comes to you, right? Then the interpreter will join you in a second. So unless the buyer says, no, I'm comfortable with English, then we will have an interpreter with you for every meeting, and we will share the interpreter's name with you ahead of the meeting, so you know whom you're letting in.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
Only our request is that each exhibitor should stay logged in, and you should keep that open, meeting thing open, actually. That window to be open. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Allowing the camera and everything on, microphone on.
Absolutely.
And then moment you get the buyer, you just admit them. immediately when you get the interpreter also, please admit them. Then you can start the conversation. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for that. Okay, all just a very quick recap in 1 minute. So the first thing is you open Google Chrome, you go to google.com, right? Sorry, I go to google.com, and then you see the sign in button. You sign in with your prefixed meeting username and password, and that will be ihhsfair.com domain. Okay, it will be some ID at ihhsfair.com. Okay, you just log in.
Details are which sent just now to all the exhibitors individually. So you can just see that your mail, the mail what you might have received just now from Htpc. There are 2 login IDs. So Mr. Pradeep is telling about that one, right?
Absolutely.
One is a login ID for the prefix meeting. The other one is for the general login ID for the virtual platform.
Exactly.
So first you have to log in using the prefixed meeting username and password. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So we have done that. Now we've come here in the same browser. You open that link which would have shared with you. So like sir just mentioned, it would have come out to you in an email, and then you log in with the virtual platform username and password. That's it. This is it. You're all set for the rest. For the rest of the fair, right? So your stall has been constructed, and we have uploaded the catalogs, and it's all ready for you. You just have to come in, and then like sir mentioned, please ensure to be logged in. That's all. So you have logged in. You click on stall view. You can also go to auditorium, right? We will upload the inauguration videos here. You can also go to resource center. The resource center will have catalogs such as fair directory, the product list, and we'll have some FAQs also. What are the upcoming events? What is HPC? Who is HPC? Who can part? Like some FAQs, some good FAQ materials are also here. Corporate brochure. Yeah, we'll have some material here. If you want, you can go around there also. But then most of the time, the presence will be in the stall view right here at the footer. Once we are in the stall, you click on prefix meetings, and then you click on join now. It will say join now here. Just give it a second. Okay, see where it says allow, you always have to allow. Okay. Once you say allow, it won't ask you a second time, but then I'm just showing it because since for demo purpose I'm showing it every time. And then you click on join now, right? And then that's it. You're all set. You just be in the stall. If the buyer will come, they will come here, and we will also notify you ahead of time saying that this buyer is going to come as this time. So that's about it, right? And if you want to share screen, you can share your screen through instant meeting and prefix meeting also. You can share your screen. Okay, that's about it, right? This is pretty much it. Now coming to the next part, the very important piece, how to attend these prefixed meetings, right? Point number 1 is the most important thing is please ensure your camera and microphone works. And you have a good internet connectivity. Sometimes what happens, we try to take the meetings in the showrooms, because if the buyer is coming, I mean, since this is a virtual fair, the buyer is actually coming to your showroom, right? I mean, you are in your showroom and the buyer is actually coming into your showroom virtually. So it would be better if you have good internet connectivity in your showroom, and then you can just move around your camera and then show your products, right? So please ensure there is very good internet connectivity. That's number 1. Number 2 is please ensure you have proper, it's a well-lit room, right? I mean, please make sure it's bright and well lit, right? And obviously, and these are all formal meetings, so we would suggest to be in formal attire. And that's that's the basic thing. And then you please stay logged in for the duration of the fair. The fair time is actually 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. for the Japan fair. The prefix meetings will be held between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. The duration of each meeting will be 20 minutes. We'll try to finish it off in 20 minutes, because there may be other meetings, and then it would be better if we try and wrap up the meetings in 20 minutes. Of course, if you want to have a longer conversation, you can always get the contact details of the buyer, and then we can go about it also. Or if there are no buyers, or if there are no other meetings for the buyer after yours, maybe you can, it's okay to extend for a few minutes here and there. But we would recommend to stay within the 20 minutes meeting duration. That is one, and then you will also get an SMS, like I mentioned, if somebody visits your stall. Yeah, and I think your catalogs have all been uploaded, and even during the fair, if you think that you want to change your catalog, you can do it yourself. But then since we have set it all up, we would be more than happy to help you. So if there is anything needed, right? Let's say you want to change a catalog, you please let us know. We will just do it in a few minutes for you. There is no problem at all. The only thing that we cannot change are the stall walls. That we cannot change. But other than that, this catalogs, we can change company profile, gallery images. These can be changed even if you want, but most likely they won't be a necessity. But in the rare scenarios where you have a necessity, you please feel free to let us know, and then we will be happy to help you. So this is the exhibitor side. Let me just quickly go into the visitor side also, just to give you a quick glimpse.
Pradeep, I have one question
Yes, sir.
here.
Yes, sir.
See, like for example, when they are having an online discussion, virtual meeting with the buyer,
Yes, sir.
at that time they want to open the catalog.
Yes.
Product catalog.
Yes, sir.
So can you just tell them how to
Yeah, sure.
do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
No?
1 second. Yes, sir. So if you want to, okay, let's say like sir mentioned, you want to,
See, when during the meeting, during the discussion with the buyer,
yes, sir.
During the prefix meeting time.
Yes, sir.
So supposing you would like to access the catalog.
Correct.
What has been displayed here in the platform, virtual platform.
Yeah.
How to go about it?
Okay, sir. Okay, so you
of
can
course,
just.
One thing you told me that they can share the screen means.
Yes, sir.
They can keep some of the other catalogs also readily available.
Exactly.
Open.
Right.
Then you can share the screen and show it.
Exactly. Correct.
That is one thing.
Yes, sir.
But apart from that, if they want to discuss something on the catalog which are currently on display in the virtual platform.
Yes. Yeah, they can just come to that other window. So if you see, there is this meeting window, there is the other window, and here you can come in. You can always view the catalogs.
So this can simultaneously be viewed by both the exhibitor
and the visitor.
And the buyer.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this can be done. So anytime they are here, they can just come here and then they can view it.
Right.
And if they want to share any other material that's not on display, all they have to do is share your entire screen, and then just like how I'm doing now, I'm sharing my screen. If you click on this share entire screen, your entire screen will be visible, and then you can share the catalogs there also. So yeah, that's the other point. Yeah, thanks for the question, sir.
Yeah, please.
So let me go out, and then let me come in as a visitor. Okay, this is just to give you a glimpse of what the visitor sees. I will not be able to go into any of the stalls because for privacy reasons, I will not be able to go into any of the stalls. But I will just show a glimpse of what it looks like. So for a visitor, when the visitor logs in, the visitor will get to see all the companies that are listed, search by exhibitor. They can also search based on product category. If I click this, all the companies will be listed. And then if I choose one main product, the sub products will also be listed here. The list of all companies will be listed, let's say, for example, right? So all the companies will be listed. And if I'm choosing like placemats, or let's say I choose, okay. So this is how you go, right? You just click on this and then you click on that, and then you will go to the respective stall. Let me just go to the Htpc stall, which is a demo stall. So this is the same stall that we have come to, but from an exhibitor, from a visitor's perspective, as you can see, there are several other options available also, right? They can initiate the instant meeting. They can join the prefix meeting. They can initiate a chat also. There is this briefcase thing that I was talking about. Let's say, for example, I'm looking at this catalog. Now I'm a buyer. You see this briefcase button is enabled. If I click this, it gets added to my briefcase, right? See, I just added it at 5:36 p.m. If I want, I can just click on this request catalog, and then the catalog request will go, and then it will also be displayed in the dashboard, exhibitor's dashboard. Okay. And and then there are other, let me just show this. There is one, 3D view also, which we have given for the buyers. As you can see, this is a footer item that is not available for the exhibitor. Okay, it is only available for the buyer. So what this will do is it will just load the entire platform in a virtual mode. So it's like a video game. So now I'm using my keypad to move forward and backward. Right. So these are the various stalls that are participating. So if you can see, this is the entire hall. I will just scroll through this a little bit so you can see. So these are some of the stalls that are participating. And the hall will have various images of all the products that are listed. And we can just swivel around. I can move like this. They can just go to any of the stalls from here. If they want, they can just click to enter, and then they will be able to go inside. Okay, let's say, for example, I will show the demo stall again. So what they can do is they will just click to enter, right? And then this is a demo stall, but anyway, so they will go into that respective stall. So if I didn't want to click on any of the actual exhibitor stall, but if they click on that stall, it will go into that actual exhibitor. Okay, so that is, these are some of the features that you have. And one more thing is, if there are any prefixed meetings booked, they will, let me just go back to the dashboard. Right, if there are any prefixed meetings, you will get a notification here. All the prefix meetings will be listed here. You can export to XLS. You can just click on this and export to XLS also. We will also notify you over email saying that these are the meetings that you have for the we will notify you 1 day in advance. For each day, we will notify you 1 day in advance. Okay, so that's the thing. And then I will just show you certain things, but then just to show you that you have all the capabilities to create your own virtual stall. But then you can come to us, and then we will happily help you every step of the way. Okay, so as you can see, everything is here, right? All the details that are in your stall, they are all here. You can upload your catalogs here, and you can choose. See, you can choose either secured or downloadable. If you choose downloadable, the visitor can come and just download your catalog and then go. But we have put everything as secured only because almost every one of you have requested the catalogs to be secured. Okay, company profile can be uploaded. So everything can be done from the dashboard, from the the exhibitor panel itself. But we will take care of it for you. Don't worry about it. And you can come to us anytime you have any questions, and then we will be there with you every step of the way. So that's about it. If you have any questions, you may please ask. We will also be reaching out to you individually. Once you get your login credentials, to see if you have logged in, and then you're comfortable. So we will do that later this evening or tomorrow. So the entire day, probably tomorrow, we'll be reaching out to you, each one of you individually, to ensure that you have logged in and then you're comfortable. So that's about it. There is a there are a few things that sir, I don't know if we have time now, but then maybe we can discuss that later also, just to see how a catalog can be, like a product catalog, company profile, how it can be and how a video can be. So that's another we have time, we can go into it, sir, or if not, we can discuss that in any of the later.
Pradeep, I think it can take 5 more minutes now to probably then we'll have about 10 minutes of Q&A.
Okay.
Or we'll finish Q&A, and if you have free time, then we can just know.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. All right. So let me stop sharing.
No, what we can do, we'll just start with the Q&A.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Then after we finish with that, then if you have time, then we'll cover those points.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think that will be better. Huh?
Yeah, perfect.
Because since we have another meeting at 6 o'clock. So
Yes, sir.
we
Yes,
have
sir.
to keep it,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So we'll
Okay.
now I think if you're finished the demo. And
Yeah.
what about the meeting scheduler? You know that so you are not saying, no?
Sorry, sir.
Meeting scheduler, no? That,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So in that Excel, I had just quickly gone over that. Just told them that it will be listed there. Their meeting schedule will be listed there.
please show that window, no?
Okay. Okay. Let me share again. Okay, 1 second. So as you can see, there is a section here called as prefix meetings. It will be populated here. Okay. Currently, we don't have anything here, but then when we have some meetings, it will be populated here. So it will show the time and the visitor details and all that. It will show this time you have a meeting. It will be like a table. Okay, it will be listed here. Okay, and we will also like I said, we'll also notify you 1 day ahead. Over email also saying that these are the meetings that you have for the following day. So yeah, so that's about it. With that, if you have any questions, you may please feel free to ask. Let me just stop sharing. Yeah, so if you have any questions, you may please ask. And we will. I mean, like sir mentioned, you would have also received your username, your access details, and that also has a PDF, like a step-by-step detailed instructions as to how to log in and use the platform. But like I said, we will also be reaching out to you individually to check, if you come, whether you have logged in, and then just to ensure everything is okay.
Hi, Pradeep. Good evening. Thank you
Hello,
for
ma'am.
the.
How are you?
I'm good. Madhumita here.
Yes,
So a very quick question. There's supposed to
absolutely.
be 6 pre-scheduled meetings, isn't
Exactly.
it?
That's
So
correct.
is it going to be like 2 per day, or is it how is it going to be spanned over?
Okay. Ma'am, we are still. Yes, sir.
Actually,
Please
we
go
are
ahead.
awaiting. I'll answer this question.
Sure, sir.
See, we are just awaiting the meeting schedule from the agency, with whom we are, coordinating. Is based out of Tokyo. So once that is received, we'll be sharing it with you. Sometimes it could be 2, sometimes it may be exceeding 2 also. It could be 3
Okay.
also, because now we are circulating the profile to all the buyers who are registered. So based on the buyer's convenience, we coordinate the meeting schedule.
All right. All right.
So we are
Thank
trying
you.
to ensure at least there are 2 meetings minimum, each day. Yeah, per day.
Right. Right. Thank you.
The schedule will be shared in advance. Okay, the timings and everything will be shared in advance.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Now the session is open for the question and answer. Suppose if you have any doubt, you can just get it clarified. Of course, even after this training session also, as Mr. Pradeep Bhattacharya told you, we are all available. So you can just contact us at any given point of time. Even if there are any technical issues also, please call us immediately. And only our request is, in the past experience, you should ensure, make yourself available for the prefix meeting well in advance. If the meeting is fixed at 5 p.m., please ensure that your camera is on, mic is on, you are logged on to the prefix meeting chat window at least 5 minutes before the meeting schedule. See, in many cases it so happens buyer logged in and the export is not there, so we have to chase you, and you people are saying that okay, I'm here, I'm there. So then in that case it looks very, it is not looking very nice, and it also affects the subsequent schedule also, meeting schedule also of the buyer. So please ensure your presence available. In case if there is any delay from the buyer point of view, then we'll definitely keep you posted. We'll keep you informed. Our technical team from Mr. Pradeep and his team members, they'll be calling you and informing you, okay, this meeting got postponed or whatever it is. Yeah, that is our request. Yeah. And mostly, when you are attending this kind of virtual event, please stay on place. Not like sitting in a car, moving vehicle, watching, that kind of things. Normally it will reduce the signal strength, and the meeting will not also happen proper way. So we always request you to, stay, at one place and then, attend this kind of meeting.
Oh, hi, can everyone hear? I think sir had I think sir maybe had an internet drop, I think, so there are a few questions. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Ms. Kanika and Mr. Karthik, how are you both? Hello. And yeah, so it will be, 1 second, sir is calling. Yeah, Ms. Kanika and Karthik sir, yes, we will share the recording of this. So no worries about that. Yeah, Mr. Manan, how are you? Yeah, it'll be better. I mean, if we use Chrome browser, OS wise, there is no limitation, but then, we request you to please use a Chrome browser, because that's the latest one, and almost 80-90% of the world in the world people use that. So I think sir is back. And we'll be reaching out to you also, Mr. Manan. So don't worry about it. We got your back.
Problem with my internet connection, so I got disconnected.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
yes, sir. There was a question regarding the meeting recording being available. So I was just letting them know that yes, we will share this link.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And the contact numbers of myself and Mr. Pradeep has already been shared with you. So please, you can just call us at any given point of time if there are any issues. Okay. I think now it's we are all set for the event. Almost all the boarding activities have been completed. Mr. Pradeep, is there anything pending from the exporter side?
No, sir. We're all good.
Okay. Okay. So in that case, then we are all set up.
Yes.
So probably by Saturday, we are expecting the meeting schedule from the agency. Maybe it will be shared with you either Sunday or maybe on Monday. And with regard to the platform, when will it be open for the exhibitors to?
So we can open later this evening.
Okay.
We just have to,
Maybe we can say that after 8 p.m. After 8 p.m. or 9 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't even. Yeah. Because since we have another
meeting, no? We
yes,
also
yes.
got another meeting. So
yes.
So after that, probably we'll open this around 8 p.m. or something like that, and it will be open till tomorrow.
That's correct. Yeah.
The whole day. And what about Sunday? Sunday and Monday?
Yeah, it will stay on, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay then. So right from 8 p.m. tomorrow, today it will be on. So please just go through, and if there are any doubt, any other thing, get yourself familiar with the tools and how to navigate and what are the other features available, that kind of thing. Like for example, Mr. Pradeep said, okay, if there is a buyer request for a catalog download, please allow them if you wish to share that catalog. So such things need to be acted immediately, so it's not the buyer gets immediate response. That kind of things. You just navigate and then find out for yourself, about the features of various things. And if you have any doubt, please just call Mr. Pradeep or myself at any given point of time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We are available.
Yeah. Anytime. I mean, you can call me like over the weekend also, Saturday, Sundays. No worries. Anytime you can call me. and we'll always be there to help you.
If there is any updation also need to be done with regard to product, you can do that, again by contacting. Of course, you can do it yourself, as Mr. Pradeep told you during the presentation. Better, let Mr. Pradeep himself can do it, so that technically there will not be any issue at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think it seems there are no questions now. So if that is fine, then probably if you would like to add anything, Mr. Pradeep. You said that you wanted to say something about
Yes, sir.
catalog and all.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
for about 2 minutes you can just
Yeah.
do that, and maybe at 5:55 we can just close.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just to give some information, or so this is a virtual event, right? So obviously there are a lot of benefits wherein we spend a fraction of what we would spend for a real event, and it's very, very convenient. We're just sitting at the comfort of our homes and all that. The buyer who's coming, he's not seeing us, right? I mean, he's seeing our catalog, right? So the catalog is what is representing us, correct? So the catalog has to be like, it has to be as complete and thorough as possible. I mean, all of you have done, a fantastic job providing us the catalogs. There are certain things that, maybe, we can just keep in mind. It's not that there are any corrections to the catalogs that you have already provided us, but these are just certain, like good to have things in any catalog, right? First thing is we can have multiple shots of a catalog, right? Wherein, we can have a close-up with the good lighting on it. So we can show the texture of the fabric, right? And then there could be like another shot of it, at a distance. And then there could be another shot of that product on a model or a mannequin. This way, what happens, the buyer who comes in, they look at it, and he or she will instantly know, okay, so this is how it looks, and this is how it, the texture also is there. So the product photography is very, very important, right? Almost all of you have given very nice catalogs. But these are certain things that maybe you can keep in mind when building a catalog. And also for every product, it would be good to give a product code, and if possible you can mention the price or minimum order quantity also. And you can also mention a point about the technical details, such as like warp, weft, the material, right? So that sort of information can also go in. This is for a product catalog. So this way is as good as seeing the product physically, right? And also the company profile. The company profile, what we have to mention is, what do we do, right? I mean, so we as a company, what do we do to stand apart from the crowd, right? Okay, so this is what we do. So here is where we source the raw materials from. Some of you have mentioned your master weavers and all that. So that's actually beautiful, right? Because then the buyer these days, it's not just about creating a product and then giving it, right? So people have started asking like, okay, so who are manufacturing these products? How is their lifestyle, right? So that way you have that personal touch. I know this product is coming from that person to me, although I'm sitting like like halfway around the world. I know it's coming from a person who's actually handcrafted this, or who has actually designed this. So that sort of, we'll have to build a story, right? It's not about the products, just the products anymore. It's all about a story, right? We are building a story, and that's how you get the buyer connected to your company and your product. So that's very, very important, right? Because the future, you will see a lot of this online, this virtual, the future is, you'll see a lot of it there, right? I mean, it's going to be, the future, right? I mean, 5 years ago, if somebody would have said that, you would buy your clothes on Amazon, or you buy shoes on Amazon, you would be like, no, I'm not going to do it. But now even chips packets are being, like bought from, e-commerce sites, right? So it's very, very important that you get yourself, your catalogs and all updated for the for the, I wouldn't even say next generation, because that generation has already started. So we have to get ready for the digital age, right? So it's very, very important that your catalog speaks for yourself. You are not going, you're not physically there with the person. So your catalog has to speak on your behalf. Your products have to speak on your behalf. Also, your company profile should speak on your behalf. So when a buyer looks at the company profile, he or she should say, man, this person has put in so much effort. Look at how they source the products. Look how much, care they take in sourcing the products. Look how much care they put in, their manufacturing process. Look how much they've invested in their equipments. Look how much they've invested in their human resources, right? Look, see how they have taken care of their employees. So these sort of things will give that comfort factor for the buyer, right? So this will establish a bond. And if your products are good, that bond will go a long way. So I don't want to take much of your time. This is a whole session by itself. But I would just like to, just with this, a few words, I would just want to, just wrap this up. So please pay attention. I mean, not that you have not. Most of your catalogs are very, very well made. Just, just keep this in mind. So you incorporate this in all your future catalogs as well. So you're building for the future. So please bear that in mind. And then, you need to hire good product photographers. That's very, very important, right? I mean, it's not just about, having a camera and then, clicking a picture. No, it's just not about that. You have to have product photography wherein they are taking the the photos at the right angles, right? That's why we hire a professional, and it doesn't cost that much, actually. Trust me. You hire the right professionals, you get your catalogs done. That will go a long way in marketing your products in your company and creating that bond, which is very, very important. So yeah, thank you, sir. I think
I think it's time up for our next meeting.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks to all the participants. So on behalf of Htpc, I take this opportunity to wish you all to have a successful event, and we'll meet you again maybe next event by that. Okay, of course during the event also. Of course, you're always available 24 hours, so over phone and online also, so no problem. So you can call us at any given point of time. Okay, all the best. Thank you. We'll be in touch.
Thank you all. Thank you, sir. So we stay on in the call, or I think there's another.
You can leave. You can leave.
Okay.
What I will do, I will finish up this and then I will start the other sequence.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. Thank you. So meeting record, so meeting is getting recorded. So maybe I would just stay on until.
No, close it.
Yeah, sir. So I will just.